At 4:47 a.m., the city was quiet in a way that felt personal. Daniel sat on the edge of his bed, staring at the floor, holding a phone that hadn't rung in weeks. 34 years old, divorced, laid off, savings gone, dreams paused, maybe ended. The world told him to stay positive, but positivity didn't pay rent. It didn't answer emails. It didn't stop the ache in his chest when he realized he avoided mirrors now. Once, Daniel had been someone, a manager, a man with pläder, a man with plans. Now he measured life in small losses. He brewed cheap coffee and opened his laptop again. Another rejection. Another polite, "We've decided to move forward with other candidates." He closed the screen slowly, as if loud movement might break what little hope he had left. That morning, he walked to a nearby park just to escape his apartment. The bench was cold. A man sat at the far end older, worn, quiet. They didn't speak at first. Minutes passed. Then the man said, "Hard season?" Daniel nodded. "Feels endless, doesn't it?" The stranger continued, "Like the universe forgot you." Daniel swallowed. "Feels like I failed." The man smiled gently. "Failure isn't when things fall apart. Failure is when you decide the story ends there." Daniel didn't respond. Words felt heavy. Before leaving, the man stood and said, "Sometimes the silence before a miracle is the loudest test of faith." Daniel watched him walk away, unsure why the words stayed with him. That afternoon, Daniel received a call from his landlord. Final notice, 3 days. He sat on the floor, back against the wall, head in his hands. This was it. Rock bottom didn't announce itself. It arrived quietly, like exhaustion. That night, Daniel made a choice, not a dramatic one, not a viral moment. He decided not to quit. He rewrote his resume again, applied to jobs he felt underqualified for, recorded a short video explaining who he was, not perfectly, but honestly, and sent it with applications. 2 days passed, nothing. On the third day, as he packed boxes, his phone rang. Unknown number. "Hello? Hi, Daniel. This is Sarah from Northbridge Solutions. We saw your video." Daniel held his breath. "We don't normally hire this way," she said, "but something about your honesty stood out. Are you available for an interview today?" The world felt unreal. The interview wasn't perfect. Daniel admitted his gaps, his mistakes, his doubts. For once, he didn't pretend. At the end, Sarah said, "We're not looking for perfect. We're looking for resilient." That evening, Daniel sat in the same apartment, boxes half packed. His phone rang again. "Daniel, welcome to the team." He didn't shout. He didn't cry immediately. He just closed his eyes and breathed. Weeks later, on his first payday, Daniel returned to the park. He sat on the same bench. The older man wasn't there. But Daniel smiled anyway, because he finally understood. Life doesn't reward you when you're confident. It rewards you when you keep moving, especially when you're not. And sometimes, the silence before the miracle is simply life asking, will you still believe when there's no proof yet?